Michael is a cable TV installer and was injured on the job in 2006.
I was just doing my everyday job, picked up my ladder to put it back on the truck, and when I set it down, I couldn't stand up straight. I felt a pop, and it's like somebody just stabbed me right in the back with a knife. Still worked through everything, just kind of monitored my body, and then over the last 6 months, it's been where I couldn't even get out in the field for more than walk around for 10, 15 minutes, and the pain was just too bad to do anything with it.
He tried chiropractic care as well as muscle relaxers and pain medications, but they only provided temporary relief of pain.
Just standing hunched over was what I preferred. I couldn't lay flat, I couldn't sit down. Just pretty much standing was the best way to be. And then it took some more years to get used to following what my body's telling me. I would actually get to a point where I would completely go out and all I could do was crawl around, take a week of muscle relaxers and painkillers and just kind of do nothing. I've tried chiropractors, that's a 10-minute fix. It's just as soon as you get back out to the car, being on your feet, that whatever they popped or whatever, it just sinks right back into place. I got to where that didn't even happen anymore. I was paying close enough attention and I could push myself right to the point where I knew it was going to happen. And then I would just take a few days, do nothing, and then go back to work.
While on workers' comp, he was diagnosed with a bulging disc in his lumbar spine. His doctor recommended a spinal fusion, but knowing the complications it might bring, he declined.
I went to a doctor in workman's comp. I was on workman's comp for a year. Finally got an MRI and they said it was a bulging disc. So every time I go in there and removing the disc and fusing things together, and I was like, nah, we ain't doing that.
He soldiered through the pain for 15 years.
It got so bad that I started researching other type of surgeries, about 6 months ago, because it got to where I couldn't hardly do anything. Standing in one spot more than 15 minutes would cause some severe pain.
Knowing he had to do something to get his life back, he started researching bulging disc surgery on Google and found the Bonati Spine Institute.
I came across this institute and I started reading, and it said that it had 98% success rate. When I found this place, I actually did a YouTube search. There's a video that I was able to watch of one of the procedures, so that actually helped me decide that, yeah, that looks easy. I pretty much called my doctor and said, listen, I want you to order an MRI, and I'll pay out of pocket so I can get that done in a hurry, because my insurance company always takes forever. And then I got it sent over, they called me, and then I was down here later that week. Had my first surgery the next day.
Dr. Wolf explains how the Bonati Spine procedures treat a bulging disc.
This is a good, sort of a typical patient that would come in to see us here at the Bonati Institute. The gentleman had a relatively decent looking spine except for this one bad disc, which we felt was the cause of his problem. These are very good looking discs, but this one, as we can see, is shorter in height, is a little bit darker in color, and there's a little component of it bulging outward. The way we treat a condition like this with a bulging disc is we do our Bonati procedure and we get down to the disc, and then we apply heat energy to the disc, which causes the outer collagen fibers in the disc to reorient and tighten, which allows that disc that's bulging out to constrict and contract back to a normal size. In a procedure like that, we also identify the nerve that we feel is impacted by the disc, and then we create a channel and more space for that exact nerve. So not only shrinking the disc around the nerve, but creating a bigger channel for the nerve. And that's what we did with this patient here.
The patented Bonati Spine procedures use conscious IV sedation, allowing the surgical guest to communicate with their surgeon to ensure the source of pain is eliminated. Once he stood up in recovery, he knew he made the right choice.
I'll be honest, I was skeptical at first. I thought I was gonna come out of that first one and get back to the hotel and but no, it was way, I say 100% better. I felt like probably 1,000% better. I felt the pain go away, that it wasn't there anymore when I got up to take the first walk across the bay. I stood up and I wasn't feeling any pressure where what used to be. It was like, I like this, I really like this. And we left about 30 minutes later. I don't feel any of that initial pain. The only thing I feel right now is the tightness of the muscles where they did the work. That's all I can feel.
Surgical guests leave the Bonati Spine Institute without having to wear restrictive braces or needing physical therapy. Instead, they're instructed to walk 40 minutes a day.
They recommend walking, and I try to walk. I even set my alarm clock at night so I can get up every few hours and take a walk around the lobby. This is my place. Anything else happens, I'm calling these guys first.
To see more stories of recovery just like this, search for the Bonati Spine Institute on YouTube, Rumble, Apple's App Store, Google's Play Store, Roku, and Amazon's Fire TV.